What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So, these burns have just been getting ridiculous. Not seeing the burn, not the amount of the burns. Well, maybe the amount, but not the way you think it would be. Or maybe you do think that way, whether it's good or bad. It's bad. It's not good, the burns that we are seeing, because we're seeing less and less burns, it seems like every day. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, it's just confusing as to like what what is going on? Where are the burns? Where are everything that we were promised throughout the whole entire time that these ecosystem devs have been doing anything? Like, it's so confusing because if you truly support SHIB, if you truly support the community, you would know that majority of the community just wants to see that supply decrease. And we haven't seen that supply decrease. Since the first burn happened by Vitalik, we haven't really seen these burns increase. We've seen levels of burns, but we haven't seen any change. I saw something on Twitter recently where somebody posted, I don't know how super accurate it is, but it seems that way. Like, where in 2020 we had 589 trillion, 589 trillion for 2021, 589 trillion for 2022, 2023. And guess what? For 2024, we still have 589 trillion. I mean, it just shows us that we've had no change. Like, it is garbage to follow people that are not providing the change that we really want them to provide. And we keep pushing and saying, look, in a matter of 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever we could do, we could burn off this entire supply. When we, in fact, had the opportunity to do so, we had the opportunity to do so. We were establishing things like gaming that were burning were burning Shiba Inu. Sorry, we had established something like a coffee company that was burning Shiba Inu, as well as you had bigger entertainment. You had YouTube channels. You had developing outside businesses that were looking to burn Shiba Inu or even implement some sort of burn within their standard revenue process, right? Or sale process. So with all of that, that was being attacked by this one ecosystem dev team that wanted to keep control. Even though they were developing things that weren't doing anything for Shiba Inu itself, but building around it and claiming that Shiba Inu was king. So I don't want to sit here and sound like a broken record in any way, but that's basically what we're looking at, right? Shiba Inu could have massive support. And yes, we can't say that Satoshi didn't have any type of support to Shiba Inu and that he didn't burn any Shiba Inu. He did, and we burned a lot over the last year. We burned 76,000, or sorry, 76 billion Shiba Inu. But is that enough? We need 1,000 billion to get to a trillion, and we have 889. We have, sorry, 589 trillion left. Right? We have seen no changes at all. So with that being said, we haven't really made a dent at all. We haven't made a dent by 1%. We haven't made a dent by 0.5%. We haven't made a dent by 0.3%. We are at like zero point 0.1 or 0.01% of the entire supply. Like, it's really, really low in what type of impact we had with Shiba Inu burns. So what makes me think that we're going to see any type of change in the new year? I hope that Satoshi comes to his senses. I hope that the entire team comes to their senses and they decide to burn a lot more Shiba Inu, because that's where the support is. Honestly, we should have been tired of this a long time ago, because when we look at all of the years, we were stating how, oh, in 5 years it's going to get to a penny because of the amount of burns. Well, they ended up taking away all of the community led burns to build this centralized team burns. And they've done nothing but Shibarium when they had all of these millions upon hundreds of millions of dollars that are flowing through the things that they are building. But we're funding those things because the 1.3 million holders believe that Shiba Inu will be worth so much more. And we still believe that Shiba Inu will be worth what it was, at least. But it's like we expected so much more as we saw a downtime in the market. We expected so much more burning, so much more activity, and just being able to raise that price ceiling. And we didn't see that. So it bears the question, like, where are the burns? Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, like I said in my previous video, if you want to check out HG Access, where we have various YouTubers that do talk about meme coins, also talking about Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, and various other projects that are there, feel free to check that out. You have their Discord group where I have my own corner. I have my own section of this where you can meet me if you don't know who I am. You can also go through announcements and talk to me, trade with me, put your portfolios in there. I would love to have different portfolios for anybody that is a member there. Definitely check it out. But it's not only me. You also get access to a lot of other people in the chats and access to information that you probably wouldn't get outside of this group. So definitely go ahead and check that out. Also, if you want to start trading with Margex, if you want to day trade Shiba Inu, because it seems like it may be only worth that for the time being, we would love to see so much more burns. But anyways, feel free to go over to Margex and start trading Kaspa or Shiba Inu or Pepe or any position that you do see over there. You can trade up to 25x leverage if you want. I currently have a position open for Bitcoin. I traded $18 and I'm at $84, which is 462%. 462% increase since investing into it. So definitely go ahead and check that out and start trading with Margex today. But if we look at Shiba Inu, it's currently at the level where it's dropping and adding a zero, 4 or 5 zeros. Looking at a 5% increase on the day, which is definitely a good thing. $5.8 billion market cap with $177 million worth of volume. Any volume that we do see, like all of this volume, if we go into the markets and we look at the different places that are trading it, right? You know that you have, sorry, let me refresh this. You know that you have Binance up at the top. You have all these other places that are up at the top. If you look at ShibaSwap, though, ShibaSwap usually has a decent amount of volume as well. You're looking at 2 million over here for Binance, and we just want to find different places that you can trade to maybe even implement something where you can see, I guess that you're not really seeing that level of volume right now within ShibaSwap. Or maybe I just missed it. But either way, throughout that time period, you saw millions upon millions of dollars that were going through there. Millions upon hundreds of millions of dollars that are going through Bone. And millions of dollars that are going through Leash, and hundreds of millions of dollars that are going through the metaverse, and so much money that's going through NFTs and different businesses that the central team is building, and they did nothing to burn Shiba Inu or support the Shiba Inu community, but state that it was helping the Shiba Inu community by bringing awareness, even though the only people that are investing into their project and the only people that are creating strength within their project is the Shiba Inu community. So if we are creating strength there, there's no way that they can create strength here. That makes no sense whatsoever. And I've been saying this for a very, very long time, that they're not helping out SHIB and building up SHIB in any way. They are just helping themselves out, and whatever increase they see is helping their pockets. They don't own any SHIB, they own a lot of Bone. That's the way that they see that. They pretty much own the Shiba Inu community without actually owning any Shiba Inu. How are you going to be the Shiba Inu community without holding the position? That tells us everything we needed to know. Like, they don't care about that position. They have no incentive in that position. It makes no sense. If we look at the burns and give you a little bit of an update on where the burns are, we're seeing basically no burns. It is up 356%, but the reason why it's up 356% is because 1 million has been burned in the last 24 hours. I've burned 300 million Shiba Inu over the time of covering Shiba Inu. If I decided to burn everything I have right now, I could, then it would be up, 9,000% at that point. Like, it would be up a lot. Because, I would basically I have like 100 million or 93 million at this point, because it cost me something to send it over to Coinbase. But I've burned a lot. And I can't say that I've burned more than the ecosystem dev team, because they have burned billions in just December alone. And that's only because of the pressure that we added. And now we're looking at what they have in the Shibarium tracker. And in the Shibarium tracker, it's showing that They have 1.4 billion or 1.4 million bone, which is worth about $1 million, and they're not doing anything with it. We want to see those burns happen, and we want to see them happen consistently. It should have been a consistent thing to where no matter what the price of bone is, it still should end up burning off SHIB in that time frame once it hits a certain threshold. It's not about, oh well, we don't want to burn off or sell bone and impact bone. It's like it seems like you care about bone more than you care about SHIB. You know, just be honest. So my take on this whole situation is that I don't know if we'll ever see the level of burns that we expect to see in the Shiba Inu community. I'll just be honest. I don't know if we will. I had faith in this ecosystem dev team for some period of time, and every time they try and like restore my faith, they tear it right back down, right? Um, it's honestly disappointing. I don't know what else to say. I can continue with it and continue to cover what's going on and apply pressure, but like if you have to twist someone's arm to do something, you're never going to see success out of them. You're never going to see what you wanted to get out of them consistently because you had to twist their arm. And we have to consistently twist their arm in order to get them to burn, even though the money's there, even though the transactions and the support has been there for years. It's honestly very, very disappointing. Let me know what you think about this, about the burns, about everything. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Guys, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.